Good afternoon, everyone. It's your girl V with Reality Recap, and I am here for your midday tea talk. And today we are covering last night's episode of Basketball Wives LA. And child, it was a hoot to say the least. I had a good old Kiki watching Basketball Wives LA last night. Did you guys watch? Let me know. We are streaming live right now across Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm doing more of these sessions on, the episodes that came on the night before. So look out for more tea talks in the midday hours for you guys, just giving my fresh thoughts on the episode. We will still have the Thursday podcast at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I'll cover all the breaking news. Y'all know it's a lot of breaking news this week. Phaedra returning to RHOA and her possibly quitting Married to Medicine because of Dr. Heavenly. Scrappy allegedly has another baby on the way with a contestant from his show with Chaotic. So don't miss out on the Thursday episodes. That is every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, I'll be doing more of these short live videos midday. So come on in on your lunch break. If you're an entrepreneur and you just got the time to stop by, please do. And I'll be covering the latest episodes from the night before. So today, again, we're talking about Basketball Wives LA. Last night's episode. Comment, let me know if you watched it. I can see your comments, read your comments across all the platforms. And let's get into it. All right, we're getting into Basketball Wives LA. Now, last night we started off with Brooks telling the ladies that she has a new man. This new man, I believe she said his name was Kevin or Keith, but all I know is he is not the man that we just saw her on a date with about 2 to 3 weeks ago. Name was Fred Lewis, who was a retiree from the MLB who brought her a Chanel bag. She also told us that he was somebody from her past that she knew and rekindling. She said this new guy from Boston is the same situation that she knew for a long time. And she's saying that they had a weekend together. It was a whirlwind romance. She loves him, gonna marry him, going to move in with him. Now, that is a whole lot for somebody. Well, I guess she's, that's her always go-to for us, that she knew this person previously. I don't know if she thinks that makes it better. But yes, this, again, she has a new man after her divorce and just saying that she doesn't want to date seriously. Now she's in love. So she let the ladies know that last night. Also last night, Jen told Evelyn about her meeting with Brandy. Trying to see, I'm reading my notes, y'all. It says Jen tells Evelyn about her meeting with Brandy, and Evelyn put her PI hat on. Okay, I'm reading my notes, y'all. So Evelyn put on her PI hat again last night when she was talking to Jen. Jen was telling Evelyn that she met with Brandy, and Brandy was kind of upset with Evelyn because Evelyn is in the middle of Brandy and her relationship with Brooks. Because with Brooke was upset that Brandy invited Jackie to her non-existent cookbook dinner. We've been working on this cookbook for seasons now. No cookbook in fruition yet, but she held another dinner, as you guys know, for her cookbook and tasting of things that would be in her cookbook. And she had invited Jackie. Now, all of this is going on even though Jackie didn't even attend that dinner. But that was a dinner where Evelyn told everybody that Jacqueline was selling cat back in 1987. So when Jen tells Evelyn that she met with Brandy, she then spews out something to the fact of, well, she needs to be questioning her husband that done slept with over 300 women. Now, y'all know that, or may not know, that Brandy was on an episode of Ayanla Fix My Life where her husband had confessed to sleeping with or cheating on Brandy with over 300 women. So that was a dig that Evelyn took. I'm sure that's going to spin the block. I'm sure that's going to get back to Brandy in the upcoming episodes, and that's going to cause more friction between them. So we'll see what happens there. Also, Cheyenne reached out to Evelyn, and y'all know Cheyenne is new to the show. She came on the show as Jackie's friend, which I told y'all last week, and I'm going to tell you again, I don't believe she's a true friend to Jackie, just off the strength that she's reaching out to Evelyn after she was sitting there when Evelyn dropped the news that Jackie was allegedly selling cat back in the day. So she didn't defend Jackie then. She didn't stop the conversation. She didn't say, I don't want to hear nothing. She let them talk about it, and now she's reaching out to Evelyn to invite her to a women's empowerment event. I also heard from one of my good followers, Sativa. I don't watch Teen Moms, but they say that Cheyenne was or is like a counselor or a psychiatrist actually on the Teen Mom series, which I did not know. So thank you, Sativa, for that information. But yeah, Cheyenne reached out to Evelyn and invited invited Evelyn and the other ladies to an upcoming women's empowerment event that she was having. The conversation to me, again, kind of speaks to what I'm saying about Cheyenne not really being Jackie's friend. Because in the conversation, she was like, oh, yeah, your BFF Jackie will be there. No, that's supposed to be your good friend. So that was a little shady. And then she also spoke on what Evelyn talked about Jackie selling cat in 1987, where she had the nerve to say, well, yeah, I just was wondering, like, is she selling it now still? How much she's selling it for? That's not a true friend. And I thought that was very shady. I did not like that. I don't like the way Cheyenne is moving on this show, and I'm not really feeling her. How y'all feeling about Cheyenne? I know y'all got to be in some type of agreement, but y'all comment, let me know what you feel about Cheyenne. But to me, that is not a true friend to anyone. So, you know, she invited Evelyn. Evelyn said she would be there. They was kiki and cackling, and we move on from there. Brandy and Brooke met up. Brandy apologized to Brooke for inviting Jackie to her non-existent cookbook dinner, and they seem to have squashed their tension. We'll see if that lasts, how long that lasts, but they squashed their tension there. After that, we saw Cheyenne finally get around to telling Jackie about what Evelyn has put out to the group about her in this selling cat. Now, mind you, Cheyenne is supposed to be Jackie's friend. We just talked about that, right? Why wasn't that the first call you made after you got out that dinner? Why are we 2-3 episodes later and you're just now getting around to telling Jackie what Evelyn said at the non-existent cookbook dinner? I just found that interesting. And of course, Jackie was very upset when she told her that. Jackie said that it's not true. It's not her. It must be an AI, or it may be a mistake of identity. But she said Jackie Christie has never, nor will ever, sell no cat. Okay? Now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was thinking a little loophole here, because Evelyn said that there were many aliases or different names that Jackie has gone by through the years. So Jackie said that Jackie Christie ain't never sold no cat, but the name that the arrest was under was not Jackie Christie. It was a different last name. So in my head, I was like, loophole maybe. Got to read through the lines. I don't know. But Jackie says that there was no selling of the cat in 1987. We got some comments coming in from Facebook. Let's see what Jen said. Jen said she's definitely shady because she shouldn't have been cursing Evelyn out. She should have been cursing Evelyn out at that dinner. Exactly. That's what I said on my podcast episode last week. If Cheyenne was sitting at that table and she's a true friend of Jackie and Evelyn pulled out that phone talking about Jackie had been selling this cat, I would have smacked that phone out her damn hand. She wouldn't have been able to finish. You know, like, she wouldn't have been able to finish the conversation. I would have stopped the conversation, broke it up, flipped the table, did something for my true friend. If somebody came about my friend like that and she's not even present. So that alone, I've been looking at Cheyenne with the, okay. Jen also said, not non-existent. It is. Brandy's cookbook is non-existent at this point. We have yet to see a page, a recipe. She just keep cooking shit and having the people come over and eat and say it's going to eventually end up in the cooking book. So right now, we done had 2-3 dinner tastings for a book over the seasons that we ain't seen yet. I'm just being honest. So that's why I call it the non-existent cookbook tasting dinner. But that is the truth. But yeah, so Cheyenne tells Jackie about Evelyn and what Evelyn said about her. Jackie's livid. Like I said, she said that she has never, nor will she ever, sell any cat. Jackie Christie did that. She said that someone messing up with her businesses or relationships will not be tolerated. And I believe Jackie on that one, because that might be a little soup if you that's defamation of character. So I don't know, but she said that is false information. So I don't know. Evelyn's saying that it's true, that her investigation towards her PI hours, that's her storyline on a Basketball Wives show. She's trying to get hours in to be a PI, was correct, and that it was Jackie. So I don't know. One saying it is, one saying it's not. But Jackie goes on in to say that Evelyn is into bestiality, and said that all of the dogs and cats or whatever, the iguanas that Evelyn has, is because after midnight it be some howling between her and the dogs and the cats. Even said the one dog in the video, they showed a flashback that got something's wrong with the dog's hip, is because Evelyn be trying to do something at nighttime, if you get my drift. So she's saying or alleging that Evelyn is into bestiality. Do I believe that? No. Was it funny? Yeah. I don't know. I put the highlight on my page for y'all this morning. You can see what Jackie had to say. I just thought that was the most left field thing she could come up with. And if she came up with that on the fly like that and knew about the hip of the dog, I don't know, y'all. Did I believe it though? No. But Jackie is alleging that Evelyn is into bestiality, and I almost fell on the floor. But again, if you want to see that highlight, it's on my page right now. You can go see it. It was my last post this morning, y'all. So after that, Jackie seemed very excited to get to this women's empowerment event. She knew that all the ladies was going to be there. Evelyn was going to be there. So I was looking forward to seeing a confrontation at the women's empowerment event. Yeah, I guess I'm toxic. I want to see a fight at a women's empowerment event. But I thought this was going to be the opportunity that Jackie addressed Evelyn or confronted her about her allegedly selling cat. Now, when we got to the dinner, it turned ratchet. Well, the luncheon, it turned ratchet real quick. And it had nothing to do with Jackie and Evelyn, as I thought it would. Jackie presented some awards. She stayed away from the ladies. And after she presented the awards and the event was over, she left. Now, during the event, Cheyenne stood up and she did some speeches, and she's saying, if you've ever had a credit card in your name, stand up. And a lot of the ladies did not stand, even though we know they have credit cards. Or at least credit cards in basketball guys' names back in the day. I don't know, but they've had a credit card, whether it be a green dot card or whatever, they've had one, all right? But Cheyenne was asking the ladies to stand. They didn't, because a lot of them were eating and they didn't want to stand. They had chicken in their hand and stuff. They wasn't going to stand up. But for whatever reason, Cheyenne singled out Brooke. Not sure why. She said later on that it was because she knew Brooke. She was the only one she knew. And she was saying, like, Brooke, stand up. Oh, you didn't stand up. And she mentioned it again during her speech. At that time, Brooke got heated. Like, why are you singling me out? There's a lot of people not standing. Why are you doing that in front of your guests? That's rude. Right? So after Cheyenne finished her speech and closed out the event and they were all just mingling, Cheyenne talks to Jackie before Jackie leaves, and Jackie's saying, like, stand your ground. I like what you did. She kind of put the battery in Cheyenne's back and sent her over there to be like, go stand your ground. You called her out. You ain't like how they wasn't participating. Don't let them back you down, stand up for yourself. She put the battery in Cheyenne's back and then exited stage left and went out. So Cheyenne goes over to Brooke and she's like, yeah, like Brooke says to her, I didn't like that you singled me out. That's rude. Cheyenne then responds with saying, well, I thought what you did was classless and tasteless. I said, oh, Lord, here we go. Left real quick. Brooke stand up. She in her face like, I'm not the only one that didn't stand up. You don't know why I didn't stand up. You didn't even ask, and you singling me out is rude. Cheyenne is trying to call security to get her out of there. Cheyenne, Brooke saying, I ain't going nowhere, and ain't nobody going to remove me from nowhere. At this time, Cheyenne's look like her auntie and grandma want to fight Brooke. Y'all know Brooke stay in the gym like 24/7, right? And this old auntie and grandma was really trying to cut a rug in there and fight Brooke. It got ratchet. It went from women's empowerment to women's de-empowerment like real quick. And they broke it up. They, ended up coming out of there, but Brooke was hot. I just, y'all let me know how you feel. I don't think Cheyenne handled that correctly. You don't single anybody out. You don't know Brooke like that. She came to your event. She was supporting. I don't know why it was a big deal if she stood up or not about your question of at the empowerment who has had a credit card in their name. Although Brooke didn't stand up, she raised her hand. And most of them did just because they were eating and everything. She raised her hand. So it was just unnecessary, uncalled for in a group that already tensions are boiling. It just wasn't necessary at her women's empowerment event. It could have been addressed some other time. So Jen said, I don't think I believe the dog and cat things. Yeah, I don't believe that either. I think it was just something to throw out there. And Jen said, I'm just waiting for Christian boyfriend to pop out a high. Oh, you're not the only one, Jen. I will say that seems to think that Jen's fiance has a boyfriend on the side. I don't know. Somebody else said that in my comments a few times. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I don't know. I just know I don't know what he do for a living. That's what I know. Khadijah said, Brooke is such a sweetheart. She is. I really think she is, and she's going through so much. We're learning so much about Brooke this season. Her struggles with her son, who has, a mental illness, that she may have a granddaughter out there that she knows nothing about, that she's trying to find. She's still grieving through the death of her daughter. And all of this is going on, and then Cheyenne want to poke the bear about her not standing up versus raising her hand at her event. You don't even know her like that. And she wasn't the only one that didn't stand up. So it was just really uncalled for. And I was on Brooke's side. I like how she still said, you ain't removing me from nowhere in her nice little poncho outfit. She looked cute too, always do. So, Jen said Brooke is gatekeeping on the fountain of youth. Tell me about it. Brooke looks good. I said, let me slick my hair back today like Brooke did. I don't look like her. She had a little, it's like she wears the simplest hairstyles, but still looks so amazing. She don't have to try with all the weaves and wigs and mess like that, and she still looks great. Is that Nikki 8533 said once she helped him pay that $250K, he gonna be going. Talking about Jen. I said to myself, and I said last week on my podcast, it's ironic how the restitution is the same amount of the wedding. So if you can't pay the restitution, you can't pay for this wedding. Like, I don't get it. And the way he said it to her was as if he did want her to pay it. I totally agree there. Not to mention, why are you marrying someone that you don't know they have a restitution, or but you don't know how much it is, and you're just finding out before you get married? But anywho, y'all know they're getting ready to get married soon. It's less than a month away. They all in Paris, finalizing, having bridal showers. So it's happening very soon, just so you know. But furthermore, also with Christian that I'm not clear on is when they do the flashback from last season, when he talks about what he got in trouble for, it was with the ex-girlfriend that he said there was some type of altercation. He said that the judge didn't like him and he went to jail. I have never, and I know a lot about the streets, and I know a lot. You know, I've never seen where you get a restitution for something like an altercation with a girlfriend. You normally get arrested, like a restitution if you like robbed a bank or you something to that nature where you have to pay back what you stole, fraud, scamming, something to that nature. So I'm not the story. 2 + 2 ain't equaling 4. The math is not mathing, and I don't get Christian. We all know that Jen doesn't make the best decisions. She already got scammed and got a Range Rover stole from her. So I don't know. I'm watching him closely, and it's more out of concern because she just don't have that street smarts or knowledge. It seems like maybe grew up a little sheltered, not really street savvy. So I don't know. I would hope it works out for her, but I don't know, y'all. But they getting married real soon. Jen said that she attracts scammers. I truly believe that. They see her as a little bit gullible, so I don't know, y'all. But yeah, I'll keep y'all posted on that wedding. You know, the event turned out, Brooke turned that event upside down, and I really thought it was going to be a conversation more between Jackie and Evelyn that turned the event upside down, and Jackie crept out. So I don't know. Evelyn then meets with Cheyenne again, which I found very interesting because it seems like Evelyn wants to like Cheyenne. But she was also just mad at Brandy for inviting Jackie to the non-existent cookbook dinner. So which one is it? So you meet with Cheyenne, and Cheyenne is telling you she's standing 10 toes down on Brooke being classless, tasteless. She don't like her. She don't plan on being friends with her. She really talking about your friend bad. At not one point do you stop and be like, nah, that's my girl. You're not going to talk about her in front of me like that. We ain't even going to go down that path. If you can't make it work with her, apologize, and have a conversation, then we can't be cool. Let's just end this right here. None of that was said. It was kind of like, well, you can't have a conversation with her. So you want, again, to put this person in front of Brooke when Brooke clearly doesn't like her, the same that Brandy was trying to do with Jackie and Brooke. Make it make sense. So that's what we left off in the episode, where she's trying to get, you know, Cheyenne to talk to Brooke. I don't think Brooke wants to have a conversation at all. Nobody seems to want to mess with Cheyenne after that. So I was surprised that Evelyn even met with her. It was giving the pot calling the kettle, calling the kettle, calling the pot, if you get what I'm saying. So it was a really good episode. If you didn't watch it, I was straight howling at the whole thing, especially with this whole bestiality thing that I know nothing about, that Jackie is a legend for Evelyn. So go watch that highlight. I will then also let y'all know what's to come for the rest of the season. I got a little mid-season trailer kind of sneak peek for you so you can see what's coming. But there's definitely the comment that Evelyn made about Brandy's husband cheating with over 300 women, and she needs to go question him instead of her. That's definitely going to spin the block. This situation with Cheyenne and Brooke is going to spin the block. And Jackie and Evelyn with this whole selling cat in 1987. We going to get, it's going to be explosive. Nobody's dating a basketball player, but it's getting a bit interesting at this point. So make sure y'all tune in next Monday. I hope you guys enjoyed my short video. I said I'm going to be doing more of these midday tea talks on the episodes the following day. And then also I have my full podcast episode for all the breaking news that you guys see posted on my page. I will break it down for you this Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be back tomorrow with another midday tea talk, breaking down Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, which will come on tonight. I got a sneak peek for you coming this afternoon, so look out for that. And also Real Housewives of Dubai. The ladies are in Bali, so I will be back tomorrow for another midday tea session talking about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and Real Housewives of Dubai. So again, look out for sneak peeks of the episodes of Love and Hip Hop later on today on my page and Real Housewives of Dubai. I will see you tomorrow. Look out for the flyer. Make sure you hit the get a reminder so you can be here. It will be streaming live across Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Support your girl. You see the Cash App over there. Support your girl. Help me grow. Help me get more equipment. Just support this growing small business of a Black content creator who loves reality TV. It's not many of us, so make sure you support. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Midday Tea Talk will be back. This video will go up now for you. If you didn't get to see the whole video, you can still comment and I will be responding. Now, y'all have a good day. Love y'all. Peace.